great offers. Visit your local Jaguar retailer today.
Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. Yesterday I was talking to one of them. Well, they stopped and talked to me. This one particular. Anyway, Rick Whitecomb of multi-house home builders has told Orville that I am not to stop the workman's progress. Well, I have videos to prove every piece of trash this side of the Mason-Dixon line crosses that area and goes into that building. My candle patches will be here soon. Anybody can go into that building. I tell Orville, I am of Lucifer until you are no longer in my life. Anyway, Rick Whitecomb of multi-house builders PBC and Solus actually stopped working for hours to speak to people off the streets. Women off the street. Again, Orville disappeared yesterday. So Rick leaves Orville and the painters, you know how they are. Orville like he freaks out here in Koreatown. He freaks out there. I am being treated unfairly, unjustly by multi-house home builders. And that queer I'm married to, Orville Spray, and the painters and the other Mexicans. I have proof that anybody can go in there. You see, Mexicans are funny that way. When the boss man is away, they are like dogs. David is a dog. I want you to say, Orville David Spray is a dog. A dog. A dog. Survives as Rick Whitecomb lies and protects his. You see, just because you're a white man don't make you white. Rick Whitecomb is anything but a white man. Okay, Gladys Kaiser, Kaiser, Manager, Community Recreation Services, Department of Parks, Recreation, Marine, 2760 Studebaker Road, Long Beach, California, 90 0151697. Her number is 562-570-3151. Gladys Kaiser. She is the boss of that black woman that yells at the children. Yesterday, the black woman continued her terror on the children. One of the older children, y'all should listen to her. But then again, if y'all would listen to her, you may not like what you hear. Her mother drew up with her call, and her El Camino. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's green. Oh, I saw her El Camino. It's beautiful. But then my veins turned to ice. I saw the little girl. All she's doing is speaking the truth. It's like this motherfucking cocksucker in there. Orville told me yesterday, because I told Orville, I spoke to one of the gentlemen. Very nice man. Very nice man. Hispanic. I keep saying I will never date or see another Hispanic thing. I don't know. Love has a special way. And I've been with Orville for over a decade now, full time. This son of a bitch is the most evil motherfucker I ever have met. Or I could be in the truck waiting for him, like in Jacksonville, Florida, and Oral would be fucking inside. Yesterday, as I walked around the front, because I do know what's going on. In front of Orville, and there's another guy walking the windows. Hey, puto, have you left your wife for that puta? Huh? Hey, Mexican, are you encouraging Orville? You don't take encouragement. Orville will show you how it's done. Anyway, I walked around the front. Guess who was in front? The homeless couple with another homeless drunk. What was the homeless drunk doing? Picking up a trick. What was Orville doing, and what was the other Mexican doing? That other Mexican asked me to read his calls and some things. He has problems. He's like Orville. But Orville is worse. Then, as soon as Rick disappeared, Orville and the painters disappeared. That fat one, that little faggot, the one with the torn hair. I was on the corner because Orville's cleaning the windows. I had gone around the corner because, you know, Orville is getting his shit there. Anyway, lo and behold, that was going on. But you see, Rick Whitecomb and Citibank and Palms Community and North Long Beach and Long Beach are cool with that. They are cool with that. Anyway, I want to make something perfectly clear. As Solus will tell you, I don't know, they're Mexican, they lie. They speak to me. This puto, every woman who has a need runs around that corner. Everyone. Solus spent an entire morning speaking to a gentleman that lives in the community. Yet Orville cries like a baby because I taught one gentleman. There's only one gentleman in the entire group. He's my form, my escape. El puto that are in Washington. The faggot. the soul. Told me to be very careful because Rick told him I'm not supposed to be talking to me. See, I have to be a whore like Rick Whore, a Whitcomb's wife or daughter, in order to be able to respond to a greeting or salutation. Yesterday, so was this one gentleman continually tells me how bello it looks. It is. It's beautiful. I keep telling and saying, I hate being with Orville. I hate it. I hate it. I can't even go into Ralph's supermarket on 3rd and Vermont without coming into the car and finding him with his breeches unbuckled. Guess what, 3rd and Vermont? How stupid I am. I am a woman of enlightenment. I see more than you see. I know more than you know. Because you refuse to accept reality. 3rd and Vermont Ralph's is close to New Hampshire. When I had kicked Orville out and the International Refugee Mission had made me bring him back, it's very hard. It's very hard. He speaks to me terribly in front of me. And then it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Orwell is on the prowl 24/7. Debbie's husband was like that. My father was very bad. Very bad. But Debbie's husband and father-in-law were so bad. Excuse me, I'm trying to arrange this. Were so bad that Elizabeth Crayon, Crayon, was disgusted. She left the hospital. She said she couldn't be there. I left the lights speaking. Anyway, Orville is like that. And he's most verbally abused. Yesterday we arrived. I have much to talk about. I'm having trouble with YouTube. Anyway. One thing I know of many things of my people is they're very greedy people. They're very selfish. Always have been. Look, they send their children on a maybe, an Ola, across dangerous. They send little girls across dangerous terrain on a Ola. Guess Hebrew for maybe. And then they blame Obama. What the fuck is that all about? How can it be Obama's fault? Then Rick Perry, that's your fault then. They're there. You won't kick them out. What's wrong? But send some of the bitches back home. And then CNN, well, everybody showing these pictures. It's like y'all are working on our sympathy because we have a conscience. Mexicans do not have a conscience. People like Orville do not have a conscience. I want to upload this. But I want to say, Solus, you owe $1,000 a day. $1,000 a day. For your work, for your workers stopping their work and talking taking time. Like Rick Whitecomb says, stopping the work, interrupting the work. Solus, you owe $1,000 today. You did a beautiful job on the work. PPC, you owe $1,000 today. Like that bitch Rick Whitecomb said, multi-house building. You are stopping the work. And in front of him too. I got it on video. Can you imagine? I am Grace. Orville is 7. Orville and Painter disappeared yesterday after. You see, what they're bringing in and what they're doing is wrong. Morally wrong. Yet I'm not allowed to void in the water closet outside. The women are back to clean up the 3rd floor. I feel so sorry for them. Orville said that they had already locked and cleaned up the 3rd floor. I guess it must be on the 2nd floor. What a crock of shit. What a crock of shit. I go with this soul. I go with Orville Spray to work because he's a son of a bitch like his whore mother in Orly, Washington. I no longer wish to reside with the soul of Orton, Washington, but senior housing has, as has the police, domestic violence, DLRC, LGBTQ, all. You should have seen this motherfucker yesterday. They do this on purpose. Because mind you, if there's a parking space, a Mexican's got a cousin, a brother, a sister, or someone to use that space. If there's a space available, it will not stay available very long. Because a Mexican will take it. Well, anyway. They had left the space open where the horse Cindy, the one that called me Puto, and then the police did nothing about it. Orville's fault. And guess what happened? Orville was cursing up a storm. Calling the motherfucking Mexicans, just going to town. And I am Mexican. I am fixing to fight immigration. Did not watch the KKK. It hurts me tremendously to see a child suffer. I'm not Gladys Knight. No, what's her name again? That woman from the Paul. I will be saying her name from now to hell freezes over and before God. Because the parks are the problem. There are parents that are concerned that I've had run the same incident I had, where they walk into an office building, a public government building, where everything is pitch black. The woman is sitting in darkness. Another parent asked her why she was doing that, and she said it was because of the sun. And the parent responded, but you're inside. The air conditioning is on. Yes, because when you're a big, fat, ugly, black, mean woman, you need to have the air conditioning on. It's like James, that Rick Wickoff. He's got to have his internet so he can see his pornography. Unless Jordan lied. And I don't think Jordan lied. He's lazy. White privilege, but he didn't. Anyway, like Gladys Kaiser. I'm thinking Gladys Kaiser. Kaiser. Manager of Community Recreation Services, Department of Park, Recreations and Marine, 2760 Studebaker Road, Long Beach, California, 90, that could be an 815 1697. Her phone number is 562 570 3150. I'm sorry. 562 570 3150. 562 570 3150. The woman is rude to the parents. They've had this problem before. Long Beach has had this problem before. That park was in shambles before I came. There was a mess. It was a pigsty. And it's a pigsty yesterday. I picked up some papers. Anyway, this Gladys Kaiser, this thief to children and abuser of children, hired a woman that yesterday called the parent of an older child because the child was speaking to me. Mind you, we're outside in public. We're not inside. Gladys Kaiser, Manager, Community Recreation Services, Department of Parks, Recreation and Marine, 2760 Studebaker Road, Long Beach, California. We're not inside that government building. We're outside in public where everyone can see. In fact, Gladys Kaiser's, his name is Mr. Eddie's, was sent out by the black woman. Y'all are like Rick Wickham, a multi-house building. You're like that motherfucking faggot in there that harms me every day. You're like those motherfucking painters that play their game. They're still painting downstairs. And the women are still cleaning the third floor. Yesterday I was walking because I have to exercise. I prepare for surgery. I am determined. One way or another, I'm going to leave this soul. I'm going to leave Orville. How, I don't know. Oh. Surprise, his whore came out. She's got another man or something. You know these Mexicans don't have time to waste. There's too many of them. They gotta get the, like La Mala says, La Mala, La Buena, La Fea, dice. You motherfuckers are nasty. Y'all like horrible. No wonder y'all get along so well. Anyway, it's 23 minutes. I'm going to try to upload this and see how it goes. YouTube is being... YouTube. I have questions. Other people have questions. They know nothing's going to change. They tried this before. To remove another person. This was a man who was very mean. He was related to someone... Nepotism, like multi-house building, nepotism. I need to upload this. I want to see what's going to upload. Then I'm gonna do another one real quick. What's going on at that Ramona Park building, a government building, is an obscenity. I asked the children yesterday, what did y'all get out of this summer? What did y'all do? What did you get out of it? Did you learn about finding a job? Did y'all approach the country clubs in 97201? Did you approach the foundations and ask them to come down here and start a program? and keep the program going. The parents need to be involved. You see what's wrong with the parents? We're going to Paul, that building of horrors, where children are yelled at, where a dictator says, like Rick Wickham, are the wrong. Rick Wickham has a heart on for me. He'll sit in his truck and stare at me. That's sick, it's scary. It's just, oh. He told David, I'm not to intrude or say one word to the workers. It's not work. Oh, y'all have had people cleaning up. What are y'all doing on the third floor? What y'all doing on the second floor? I know what homosexuals do when no one's looking. How do I know? I live with a bisexual. So much wrong. We cannot find parking when we get there. We cannot find parking when we get there because of Mexico. And then Orville yells at me, the whole neighbor, just like yesterday, like every day. Every day this son of a bitch is gonna freak out about something. Every day. Yet put him around one of those fucking that fucking painter, the one with the torn up ear, the little faggot, the fat one. And David's just like happy. I mean, he can hardly wait to get back to work at lunch. I do not wish to be with Orville. I do not. As long as I am with Orville David Spray, I am of Lucifer. I told this to Orville. I am of Lucifer. Can you imagine the battle of demons? Demons and good. Can you imagine everything I say? I walked around that corner and Orville and that Mexican, the one that is having problems, marital problems, promise, we spoke. That was not as a minister. I spoke to him as a reader, as a reader, tarot reader. I looked at him and told him right away, you fucking around. You better leave that whore alone and get back to your wife. I'm serious. That's when they first had everything fenced up. I talked to him. And then yesterday, first he tried to steal some plywood and blame Orville for it. How much you want to bid? Ask them what they're bringing in. And yet, Rick Wycombe, Long Beach Development Services, Citibank, Palmer, Community allow this. Just like that faggot, Roberto Garcia allows Gladys Kaiser to bring in this shit. This woman don't respect the parents, don't respect the children. But she's got her clique. How many times have y'all made me cry for what y'all do to those children? From little to older. That mother should have come in there and said, you know, if you have a question to ask me, I'm not for you. I'm not for a lot of people. Christ is not for a lot of people. You've shown it in the actions you display and reflect. You harm Christ before you harm me. You beat Christ before you beat me. You lied about Christ before you lied about me. You cheated Christ before you cheated me. Orville cannot change. He cannot. He can't even. Well, I was briefly a 30 minutes thing. You know, YouTube. They're working today. I mean, they're like, I can't believe y'all won't let me upload these pictures. There are other women like myself stuck in these situations. As these do-gooders are worried about loving me over here. Yesterday, Orville's whore came out with another man, knowing that Orville would react like that. I couldn't help start laughing. Orville is dumb. I want you to say that. I never realized it. He's a slave. He's a dang good worker. He's the best worker that bastard Rick Wycombe ever had. He is. And he fucks them just like everybody else. Everybody fucks them. You'd be surprised what be going on in there. Eldridge, I understand. Attorney General, I understand you're not doing your job. Well, I want you to start deporting, and the sooner the better, which is going to be a very painful process. Very painful. Children will be torn, taught that in America, you follow the American law. We can't teach them to love God. I can't teach her. Orville reads my Bible, and yet he had his pants. The Bibles are in Henry in the front. When I get off at the store, I can't carry my arms. I gave my little Bible away, the little one. It's important people try to learn. But he can't even keep his pants zipped up. He can't even stop. Yesterday he was angry because I made him park in the corner. He had seen a beautiful little Asian girl. I cannot. I mean, with all this turmoil, it's quite easy to blame. It's not their fault. It's like that young lady at Labor Ready. It's not her fault. She's pretty. She shouldn't dress like that. I've noticed she's dressing much better. She's a very pretty woman. But she must realize that there are perverts. There are men of Lucifer like Orville. And that cannot be changed. But usually there's someone that is the brunt of those perversions, and that is the wife or the husband. I feel really bad. I'd like to get her something, anonymously send her some fire. You should have seen Orville. I mean, oh my God. It's not my fault. Dummies still don't have a driver's license. I don't see how the hell he can do that. Henry needs some repairs. I want to leave and get out before that truck falls apart. That truck's going to fall apart soon. Orville is you. But anyway, it's 34 minutes. I want to upload. In grace of God, honor and prayer, I will send off this email to my monastery. I want a letter. I'm going to get it notarized. I am a pastor. I'm going to hand out to everyone. I made the mistake of thinking the senior housing would help me, and I would restore my name, Gadabaha, Spiritual Gadabaha. I have decided to keep all three names unless I remarry. I will drop him. But these three names reflect my life. Is Borgia. They were ashamed of me. Orville is ashamed of me. Yet he eats any kind of pussy that walks his face. He'll suck any dick for free. I told him yesterday, if you gonna fuck it, at least get it done. I'm hungry. I won't pull your vocal. Again, we won't have no parking this morning. It makes things a lot better. The black people seem to be upset because of what I've done. And well, I'm sorry, the black community, the gang, whatever, for caring for your children more than you do. I am sorry and forgive me for worrying about their safety. Black community, and some Hispanics also, because a lot of people just drop their kids there and take off. I told this lady yesterday, I was quite upset at her because she defends Orville. She did it one time. But it is hard because you see, Orville will come out and he'll stare. And it's like the man about my sister. He has no conscience. And it's embarrassing. Anyway, I need to upload this. I gotta see if it's gonna go. I say a lot because I don't have the words to describe what you have done. I will keep my 3 names to be reminded each and every day that it was Mexicans that harmed me as a child. As an adult, imagine Orville says, don't let Rick see you talking to anyone. Yet Rick has seen PPC. Spent most of the day talking with people. He's seen PPC escorting a woman with her little children. I've seen many more things than that going there. President Hussein Obama. Mijo, you have so many wrongs to try to correct from these racist people. President Obama, all these construction sites, like Paco construction site, multi-housing building, you're a crowd. I've heard some very disturbing. I can't remember if it's a vision or what, but or was it TV? I don't. Disney. First, aircraft metal. Disney. Are you like Gucci? Are you like QVC? They're giving me, you see the problem with the help of these physicians, they have me a new surgeon, but the woman specifically said, well, this is a consultation. Well, bitch, by the time I get there on the 22nd at 8 o'clock in the morning, I will have the letter asking for a waiver. I will have the list of all the physicians, of Cedars to UCLA to USC to LGBTQ, to Good Samaritan, to Hollywood Presbyterian. I want a waiver. They have harmed me tremendously. I don't want to wait anymore for surgery. I want this done. I want my breast restored before I die. Cedars-Sinai Outpatient Services Building. Research for Women in Cancer. That's a lot. This time I'm not going to go in early. Put up with that son of a bitch yelling at me because he's missing words. In front of everybody yelling at me. David is you. Has no control. How many times did I tell him yesterday, I'm Mexican, stop saying that? How many times? And then it's Mexican, oh, come on. No, 11 million. If you want to blame anybody for what you're going to be going through, you look to women whores like Cindy. You look to whores like the ones at A1 Repair on Venice, where they fill jars to piss on the goddamn 41 minutes. I'll do too little ones. I got to get much done this morning before I leave. And I will talk. I'm not trying to fuck one of your contract workers, Rick Whitecomb. You already have that covered. And Wendy's painting from Huntington Beach. Because your motherfucking faggot Mexicans won't leave me alone. You will never work another government contract. You will never work another government contract. And I will follow you wherever I go. I will get away from the devil. And Orwell is the devil. And as long as I am with Orwell, I am a blue seeker. I want you to stop and think about that. I am perpetual grace. The only difference, I'm not silent anymore. I think about that. My lover, my husband, will have to be like me or understand me. I will not tolerate another motherfucker like the son of a bitch in there. I will not. In grace of God, all in prayer, and amen and amen. I do not stop the workers from working. They said 2 words. And bear. They're not all Mexicans are like the Mexicans of Koreatown. And the Mexicans that work for Wendy's painters from Huntington Beach. Many are very nice. I told one of them yesterday, thank you for being a gentleman. It's been a pleasure to meet you. He melted. Not because I had my tits out. My nipples aren't there. In fact, Orwell misses the nipple so much that at the start of the cycle, he'll move a bastard Mexican to get to the nipple. No Citibank, no Palm Community, no Long Beach Development Services. I don't fuck your brokers. And I give you my word, never have I undressed a worker that I look upon as a form. Never. So you see, you're wrong again. Egregiously wrong. 44 minutes. I gotta go. I'm gonna see how long this is gonna take till I play.